Today we're delving into the world of personality types, specifically the INFJ. Keep in mind that these traits are diverse, and our goal is to understand 7 aspects that, under certain circumstances, might pose challenges for INFJs. 1. Idealism and perfectionism. INFJs are characterized by their lofty ideals and an unwavering pursuit of perfection. This inclination towards high standards and noble aspirations is undoubtedly a commendable aspect of their personality. They envision a world where values and principles align seamlessly, and they invest a significant amount of emotional energy in striving for these ideals. While this commitment to idealism can be a driving force for positive change, it also introduces a vulnerability within the INFJ psyche. The stark reality of unmet expectations, whether from themselves or others, has the potential to create a profound impact. Frustration and disappointment may emerge as poignant companions, influencing not only the INFJ's emotional landscape, but also casting a shadow over their interpersonal relationships. The depth of these emotions is noteworthy. INFJs feel things intensely, and when their expectations fall short, the emotional aftermath can be substantial. It's not merely a matter of a fleeting letdown. Rather, it's an internal dialogue grappling with the perceived failure to meet the standards they hold dear. This internal turmoil can have cascading effects on their overall well-being, influencing their mood, energy levels, and even their outlook on life. 2. Intensity of emotions. INFJs are known for their profound emotional experiences, a trait that contributes significantly to their empathetic nature. Their ability to delve deep into the emotional landscapes of others is a remarkable strength, forming the basis for the strong connections they forge in their relationships. This emotional depth is like a wellspring that nourishes their understanding of others, enabling them to offer genuine support and compassion. However, this heightened emotional sensitivity, while a cornerstone of their empathetic prowess, introduces a nuanced challenge, particularly in times of stress. When faced with stressors, whether personal or external, the intensity of an INFJ's emotions can surge to unprecedented levels. It's akin to an emotional cascade where the usual boundaries that help manage feelings may temporarily falter under the weight of stress. In these moments, the INFJ's empathetic nature, while a virtue, can become a double-edged sword. The same depth of emotion that allows them to connect so profoundly with others can, under stress, lead to a heightened vulnerability. This vulnerability might manifest in reactions that, if not carefully managed, can be overwhelming for both the INFJ and those around them. 3. Protective boundaries. The INFJ's inclination towards maintaining personal boundaries is a testament to their commitment to self-care and emotional well-being. This emphasis on establishing and preserving these boundaries serves as a crucial aspect of their psychological health, providing them with a sense of stability and security in their interactions with the world. In the realm of healthy interpersonal dynamics, the INFJ's well-defined personal boundaries contribute to the establishment of balanced and respectful relationships. These boundaries act as a guide, delineating the space where the INFJ can express themselves authentically and engage meaningfully with others while also safeguarding their own needs and values. However, the delicate balance of personal boundaries can face challenges, especially when these boundaries are perceived as being under threat. The INFJ's protective instincts designed to shield their emotional well-being may come into play. In instances where these boundaries are perceived as compromised, their natural response might involve a temporary withdrawal or a subtle defensiveness. 4. Limited expression of negative emotions. INFJs, with their innate desire to cultivate harmony in their surroundings, often exhibit a unique coping mechanism when faced with negative emotions. This coping strategy involves the internalization of these emotions, a conscious effort to maintain a sense of equilibrium in their interpersonal relationships and immediate environment. This internalization of negative emotions is rooted in the INFJ's sincere intention to preserve harmony. Rather than allowing discordant emotions to disrupt the delicate balance they strive to maintain, they absorb these feelings inwardly. This approach is not merely an avoidance tactic. Instead, it serves as a considered effort to protect the emotional well-being of both themselves and those around them. In the short term, this internalization can indeed be constructive. It allows the INFJ to navigate social situations with a composed demeanor, promoting a sense of tranquility in their interactions. By keeping negative emotions at bay, the INFJ contributes to the creation of a harmonious atmosphere, fostering positive relationships and a cooperative environment. However, the challenge arises when this coping mechanism extends over an extended period. While the initial intention is to preserve harmony, the prolonged suppression of negative emotions can give rise to internal turmoil. The emotional landscape within the INFJ becomes a reservoir of unexpressed feelings, creating a complex interplay that may affect their mental and emotional well-being. 5. Tendency to withdraw. When confronted with stressors, INFJs often resort to a coping mechanism that sets them apart, a tendency to withdraw. This withdrawal is not a sign of indifference or avoidance, but rather a calculated retreat into their inner world. The INFJ in these moments seeks solace and introspection as a means of navigating the complexities that stress brings into their lives. This retreat into solitude is in many cases a rational response. It provides the INFJ with the necessary breathing space to process their thoughts and emotions, fostering a sense of clarity and emotional equilibrium. This introspective retreat serves as a protective measure, allowing the INFJ to recalibrate and regain the internal balance that is so crucial to their well-being. While this withdrawal is a recognizable and, in many ways, adaptive response to stress, it carries with it the potential for challenges in interpersonal dynamics. Excessive withdrawal, beyond what might be considered a healthy and necessary period of reflection, can inadvertently create communication challenges within relationships. In the realm of communication, the INFJ's withdrawal may be misconstrued as a lack of engagement or interest. Those unfamiliar with this coping mechanism might interpret the INFJ's need for solitude as a form of emotional distancing, leading to potential misunderstandings. The challenge arises when the INFJ's desire for introspection clashes with the external expectations of continued communication within their relationships. This discrepancy in communication styles can contribute to a sense of disconnect between the INFJ and those close to them. It becomes essential for the INFJ to communicate their need for temporary withdrawal openly and transparently, providing context to those who may perceive their solitude as a form of relational distance. Likewise, for those in relationships with INFJs, understanding and respecting this need for occasional solitude is crucial for maintaining healthy communication channels. 6. Difficulty dealing with criticism. Constructive criticism is vital for growth, but for INFJs, it can be challenging. Navigating criticism positively is crucial for their well-being and relationship health. 7. Strong convictions. INFJs are passionate advocates for their beliefs. However, an unwillingness to consider alternative perspectives may lead to challenges in navigating diverse opinions. Understanding that these traits don't define every INFJ is crucial. Appreciating the complexity of each personality type fosters empathy and better communication. If you're an INFJ, share your experiences in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation.